You've been driving for hours. The highway is dark, eyelids heavy, and suddenly a brightly lit neon sign flickers into view off the next exit. That sign offers a specific psychological promise, a cheap, frictionless place to sleep. You hand a tired clerk a $20 bill, grab a keycard, and you can be unconscious in a bed 5 minutes later. But motels are liminal spaces, transient environments meant strictly for passing through. Because people only stay for a few hours, these spaces lack the natural social friction and community oversight that keep more permanent residential buildings safe. This schematic highlights the difference between a hotel and a motel layout. A standard hotel places a massive physical buffer between you and the outside world. You have to pass through a single secure entrance, walk past a staffed front desk, and navigate enclosed interior hallways just to reach your bed. Motels remove that buffer. Their design pushes the rooms to the outer perimeter, where every single door opens directly onto an open parking lot. This gives anyone on the public street direct, unmonitored access to your room. When you prioritize convenience and a cheaper rate, you step into a highly vulnerable environment, where a thin piece of wood is the only thing separating you from unpredictable strangers. After 11 hours on the road to Florida, an empty motel parking lot at 1 a.m. feels like a relief. It's quiet, and you assume you're alone. However, the open, sprawling parking lots of budget motels rarely have active security cameras. This creates massive blind spots, where anyone can loiter in the shadows for hours without ever being noticed by management. One driver learned this after checking into a ground-level corner room. He walked back to his car for a phone charger and found a large man in a heavy trench coat standing silently right beside his door. The driver hurried inside and locked the door. When he and his girlfriend crawled on the floor to peek through the window, they saw the man standing perfectly still in the empty parking lot, staring directly back into their room. The next morning, the motel owner confirmed that the couple were the only registered guests on the entire property that night. The motel's unmonitored design had allowed a predator to walk straight to their exact location. Exterior exposure is only one part of the problem. A solo driver in Virginia illustrates how motel architecture fails its guests on the inside through its basic construction. This cross-section shows the structural flaw: ultra-thin walls. This construction traps unvetted strangers within inches of each other. Lying in bed, the driver heard a violent argument next door. But the timing was off. He was listening to one man aggressively imitating two people. The threat shifted from sound to physical presence. The neighbor struck the shared wall and whispered, "I hear you in there." Moments later, the driver watched as those same eyes peered directly through the blinds of his ground floor window. The lack of guest vetting combined with thin walls places travelers in immediate, inescapable proximity to dangerous instability. The final vulnerability lies in the lobby. During a road trip through the Midwest, a group of college girls stopped at a motel to sleep for the night. Unlike a hotel with a busy front desk, motel lobbies are largely unmonitored. A clerk sitting behind thick glass rarely pays attention to who walks through the front door, leaving dark corners open for non-guests to sit and watch the guests. While checking in, one of the girls made a simple mistake. She answered a phone call and spoke their room number out loud. Sitting silently in the dark corner of the lobby was a man in black clothing, listening closely. That single information leak triggered a coordinated response. An hour later, the girls found a man waiting silently by their door. As they fled to their car, they spotted a third person in the parking lot who was systematically testing the door handles of vehicles. Open-design motels act as passive hunting grounds. Without security to filter out threats, an accidental leak of information instantly compromises your safety. Roadside motels are high-risk environments, where physical security is often sacrificed in favor of a lower price point. Booking a motel means opting out of the physical barriers and active surveillance protocols standard in higher-priced hotels. You are trading the safety of a buffer for the convenience of parking right at your door. Opportunistic predators capitalize on these architectural failures, turning legal design flaws into a distinct tactical advantage. If you must stay at one, you have to adopt strict survival tactics. Never speak your room number out loud in public. Keep your window blinds completely and entirely sealed, and insist on locking the physical deadbolt the moment you enter. Your own situational awareness is your only real defense. If a location feels off, or if anyone is lingering near the doors, keep driving, because a cheap bed is never worth your life.